Hey Stoic warriors, welcome back to my channel. Right now you're staring at the ceiling, aren't you? Your mind is a war zone. Every thought feels like an explosion, tearing through your focus. Distractions surround you, whispering in your ear. Doubt, procrastination, regret. It's all swirling together in a thick fog that makes you feel like you're drowning in it. You promised yourself you'd change. You promised you'd start that thing tomorrow. But let's get one thing straight. Tomorrow is a lie. It's your greatest enemy. It's the sweet illusion that keeps you locked in this endless loop of excuses. Tomorrow is a phantom, always just out of reach. It will never come. And deep down, you know this. You've felt this. You're sick of it. Sick of all the promises you've broken to yourself. Sick of waking up to another empty day where nothing changes. You've been telling yourself for too long, I'll be better tomorrow. But tomorrow slips through your fingers like water. It's a ghost, and you've been chasing it, only to find that it evaporates when you try to grasp it. The frustration is building now, isn't it? Like a pressure cooker, ready to explode. You're done. Done with the lies. Done with the excuses. Done with the stagnation. It's time for a radical change. I'm not talking about the kind of change that feels comfortable, the kind of change that's easy. No, real change is brutal. It demands everything from you. It forces you to confront the darkness you've been hiding from. Real change doesn't whisper sweet nothings in your ear. It's a thunderclap that shakes the very foundation of who you think you are. It scorches you, burns away everything that's holding you back. And here's where Stoicism comes into play. Stoicism doesn't coddle you. It doesn't make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. It doesn't care about your comfort. It's here to rip away the layers of delusion, to strip away the lies that keep you weak. Stoicism doesn't offer easy answers. It offers truth, raw and brutal. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who led an empire, didn't mince words. He said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." What does that really mean? It means you're not a victim of your circumstances. You're not helpless in this world. You're a slave to your thoughts. And as long as you remain shackled to them, nothing will change. You won't change. If you're not disciplined in your mind, your body is imprisoned. Your will is shackled. When your mind is weak, your life falls apart. Today isn't about some perfect vision of self-control. We're not here to entertain you with fantasies. No, we're here to talk about raw, unfiltered discipline. The kind of discipline that cuts so deep it stings. The kind that makes you want to run, but forces you to stay and face it. This discipline will break you. It will tear you down. But it will rebuild you into something stronger. It doesn't wait for motivation. It forces you to rise, no matter how heavy you feel. This video is for the ones who are done playing small. It's for those who are tired. Tired of complaining. Tired of waiting for the world to change for them. This is for the warriors who know they have greatness within them, but that greatness has been buried under a mountain of excuses. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more empty words. What you need is transformation, a total reset. Stay with me through every principle. Don't skip ahead. Don't cheat yourself out of this moment. Because this is where the old you gets burned away and the new you, the one who's been waiting to break free, emerges, like this video. Drop a comment below. I am no longer a slave to my excuses. Share this with someone who's ready to ignite their transformation. And don't even think about forgetting to subscribe. We're about to tear down every limit that's been holding you back. Stay with me. The war for your future is about to begin. Now, let's go. Number 1. Control your first hour. The first hour of your day isn't a routine, it's a battle cry. Wake up, and the world is already trying to steal your soul. The moment you roll out of bed and give in to your phone, you're not checking messages, you're surrendering. You're letting chaos pour into your life before you've even had a chance to breathe. The snooze button? It's a retreat. It's you begging for comfort when the world demands conquest. Your first hour is where you decide if you're a warrior or a puppet. Discipline doesn't arrive with the first phone call or the first meeting. It's born in the silence. It's forged before anyone else even gets to see your face. You wake up and you fight. Not the world, but yourself. Because that's where the battle starts, right here, in the quiet moments when no one's watching. Marcus Aurelius didn't wait for peace. He didn't expect smooth sailing. He knew the day would be filled with darkness, selfishness, betrayal, and the weight of humanity's worst. But he chose to face it anyway. He faced hell and walked through it with unshakable strength. That's discipline. Not the absence of chaos, but the ability to walk into it and own it. Your first hour is sacred, but it's not for the weak. Guard it like your life depends on it, because it does. This isn't some soft little morning routine. This is war. It's you against every instinct that tries to pull you into distraction, into numbness. Start with breath. Start with stillness. Start with the hardest truth. You don't exist to chase pleasure. You exist to break your cravings, to shatter weakness, and to command your own fate. If you can master that first hour, you own the rest of the day. If you own your morning, you own your mind. And when you own your mind, nothing can control you. Not your boss, not your peers, not life itself. No phone, no comfort, only discipline. This is your proving ground, not for others, for yourself. So light a candle, not a screen. Stretch your body, don't scroll. Read something that burns with purpose, not something that lulls you into oblivion. You have a decision to make. Will you take the first hour or let it take you? Drop a comment below. I command the first hour of my life and claim that battlefield. Once you dominate that hour, the day can't touch you. The fight is already over. You've won. Number 2. Kill the voice that wants comfort. That voice inside you, the one that whispers, it's okay to sleep in, to skip the gym, to just take it easy for once. It's not your ally. It's a parasite feeding off your weaknesses. It wants to sink its claws into your spirit and drag you into the pit of comfort. It wants to destroy you. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." And that voice? It's the prison, the chains, the lock on your cell, the greatest trap you'll ever face. It's the voice that tries to convince you that you deserve rest when you've done nothing to earn it. The voice that whispers sweet lies saying, you've worked hard enough. And in that moment, you listen. You give in. But here's the truth. That voice isn't telling you to rest because you deserve it. It's telling you to rest because it fears you'll grow stronger. It doesn't want you to rise. It doesn't want you to break free. That voice is the comfort zone's most lethal weapon, and it will stop at nothing to keep you shackled. When that voice speaks, destroy it. When it tells you to take it easy, get up and grind harder. When it says, tomorrow, you scream back, now. Picture that voice as a shadow, dark, lurking, crawling through your mind like a disease. It knows your weaknesses. It will claw at you, drag you back to the comfort zone. But every time you choose discomfort, every time you step into the fire instead of running from it, you grow. And that voice? It weakens. It dies a little bit more. Master yourself. Kill that voice. The best weapon? Action. You are in control. You're the commander of your thoughts, not the puppet of that parasitic voice. Every time you choose the hard path, every time you push when it says stop, you take another inch of power back. And today, you take the power back completely. Number 3, embrace the pain of growth. Nobody likes pain. Nobody wakes up and wishes for suffering to come knocking. But what if I told you that growth doesn't come without it? That discipline is the gatekeeper to strength, and pain is the key that unlocks it. You've been avoiding it. Every time you retreat from discomfort, you delay the strongest version of yourself. You've built a wall around your weaknesses, and all it's done is trap you in a cycle of mediocrity. The truth? You can't build muscle without first tearing it apart. You can't get stronger without breaking down what's weak within you. Seneca, that firebrand of wisdom, said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity." Why? Because without adversity, you stay stagnant. You remain soft. You remain untested. You remain weak. Growth demands struggle. It demands that you push yourself into the furnace to be torn apart and remade. When you lift weights, your muscles tear. But what comes after? They grow. When you run, your lungs burn and your legs scream in agony. But in that suffering, you evolve. Most people run from it. They shy away from the burn, the grind, the endless ache of improvement. But not you. Not anymore. What would happen if you stopped running? What if you stopped fearing the fire and dove headfirst into it, knowing it's the only way to forge yourself into something stronger, sharper, and relentless? Because the truth is, you've been avoiding discomfort for too long, and it's made you weak. You've wrapped yourself in safety, in routine, in every excuse to stay comfortable. But the clock is ticking, and every second you waste in comfort is a second that distances you from the man you're meant to be. Now, you have a choice. Will you keep hiding from the heat, afraid of the burn? Or will you step into the fire, knowing that's the only thing that will mold you into greatness? Pain isn't your enemy. It's the weapon that will carve you into a masterpiece. Once you learn to embrace it, to see it for what it truly is, you'll stop running. You'll welcome it. Because every ounce of pain is a step closer to the power you've been searching for. And when you finally accept that, the world won't know what hit it. Number 4, let go of the need for approval. You've been waiting for permission, haven't you? Waiting for someone to lift you up, to give you the green light, to finally tell you, you're doing it right. Stop. No one cares. No one will ever care as much as you think they should. Not your friends, not your family, not the world. They're too busy. And you? You've been craving validation, desperately hoping for someone to recognize your struggle. But that's the lie. We're drowning in the addiction to approval, scrolling through lives lived in public, all for a thumbs up or a like. People want to be seen. They want their worth confirmed. But the Stoic path, it doesn't wait for applause. It demands you walk the tightrope alone. It forces you to trust yourself when everyone else doubts you, when they don't see your sweat, your sacrifice, your silent grind. Marcus Aurelius said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." What is he really screaming at you? Life doesn't wait for your permission. It doesn't care about your struggles. It doesn't care about your sacrifices. It doesn't owe you recognition, and neither does anyone else. The power you're begging for, it's not out there. It's buried inside you, just waiting to explode. That power comes when you stop looking for outside validation and start building your own inner empire. When you release the suffocating need for approval, you are free. Free to stop waiting for others to applaud your every move. free to stop looking for external signals of success. Success is yours to define, not theirs. This journey is yours to own, only yours. And here's the cold, brutal truth. The world will never understand your fire. The world won't feel the burning hunger in your chest. No one else can walk this path the way you can. The moment you stop needing their approval, you will awaken. You are the only judge of your worth. You are the only one who can claim your power. And once you realize this, you will never again need anyone else's permission to chase your destiny. Number 5. Embrace the stillness of the mind. The noise is suffocating you. It's not just in the world. It's in your head. It's in your phone. It's in your every moment of existence. You can't escape it. You're drowning in it. The need to constantly be entertained, constantly be distracted. It's a virus. It's eating away at your mind, poisoning your ability to think, to feel, to even be. You've become a puppet to the chaos, reacting to everything, yet never truly living. Clarity, it's a rare treasure. Without clarity, there's no discipline. Without silence, there's no room for your thoughts to breathe, to break free from the madness. Your mind is a battlefield of endless cravings and distractions, each one draining your life force, making you a shell of who you're meant to be. Epictetus didn't say true wealth is in possessions, fame, or status. He said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. The world wants to fill your mind with everything but the truth. The more you consume, the emptier you become. Every second spent scrolling, consuming, and chasing fleeting highs takes you further from your true power. What if you didn't need to consume anymore? What if you didn't need to check your phone every 5 seconds? What if you could sit in silence, truly sit in silence, and hear your own soul speaking to you? This is where your power lies, in the stillness, in that brutal, quiet moment when the world falls away and all you're left with is you. It's there that your strength rises. The world will scream at you, drag you back into its noise. But when you choose silence, you unlock something primal. You find the discipline that's been buried beneath the clutter. You can't hear your voice in the madness, but in silence, your voice becomes thunder. In the stillness, you hear your true self. You hear the call to rise, to claim what's yours, to cut through the chaos like a blade through flesh. You hear the command to become everything you've always been meant to be. Meditate. Sit in the fire of your own silence. Stop waiting for peace to find you. Forge it from within. The world will never quiet down. It's a lie to think it ever will. But you have the power to carve out your own peace, to create your own silence in the storm. When you do, you will hear the only voice that matters, yours. And when you hear your voice, you will act with the kind of power that shatters the silence, the kind of power that doesn't need to shout, because it already owns the universe. Number 6. Embrace your responsibility. You are exactly where you are because of the choices you've made. And that is a brutal truth. It's easy to blame the world, to point fingers, to convince yourself that life is what's holding you back. But I'm about to shatter that illusion. The only thing keeping you from your potential is you. Seneca once said, "It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Think about that. Every moment you waste blaming others, every second you spend wrapped in excuses, every fraction of time you let slip away because you're waiting for someone or something to change, that is your life fading. You want change, you want growth. It won't come from outside forces. It won't come from waiting for someone else to hand you the life you dream of. It will never come from pointing fingers. It starts with you. The cold, hard truth. The world doesn't owe you a damn thing, not a single moment. If you want a different life, you have to create it. Here's where the discipline begins, by realizing that no one can control your fate but you. Not your past, not your family, not your job, not your circumstances. Only you have the power to shape your future. It starts with ownership. Own every choice. Own every mistake. Own every victory, every failure. Because when you take full responsibility, you stop being a passive observer in your own life. You stop waiting for someone to save you. You stop waiting for life to hand you anything. The world will never give you a damn thing on a silver platter. But you have the ability to build your own empire, brick, by owning it. Ask yourself this: what are you willing to take responsibility for today? What part of your life will you own right now? The difference between where you are and where you want to be isn't in what the world gives you. It's in your willingness to claim it for yourself. And that starts with taking ownership. Now, not tomorrow. You want to build discipline? Start by taking responsibility for every damn thing. The road to greatness isn't paved by excuses. It's forged by your willingness to own every single moment of your existence. No more waiting. No more excuses. Take responsibility and watch your life change forever. Number 7. Master the art of consistency. Inconsistency is not just an obstacle, it's a silent destroyer, the kind that quietly whispers in your ear, making you believe that tomorrow will be better, when in reality, tomorrow is just another missed opportunity for growth. How many times have you started something with passion, with intensity, only to watch that fire burn out, leaving nothing but the ashes of regret? You've made promises to yourself, countless promises that this time will be different, only to watch them fade faster than you can blink, slipping away with the next distraction. You've felt the surge of motivation, the rush of adrenaline, but just like a tidal wave, it crashes and dissipates, leaving nothing but calm, empty waters in its wake. The truth is simple. Motivation is a fleeting illusion. It comes and goes like the wind. But what you need, what will separate you from everyone else, is consistency. The quiet, unrelenting commitment to showing up day after day, regardless of how you feel. Consistency doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're tired, if you're broken, if you're losing. It doesn't care if the world is crumbling around you or if your mind is screaming for a break. Consistency is the brutal force that pushes you forward when you want to stop, when everything inside of you begs for comfort. It demands you show up, even when there's no applause, even when there's no one watching, even when the world is silent. Every action you take today, no matter how small, echoes through your future, shaping the person you will become. This is what Marcus Aurelius knew. He lived his life with this savage understanding. What we do in life echoes in eternity. Every decision, every hour, every minute, he knew it counted. He knew it would be his legacy. And if you understand this, if you truly grasp it, you will never let a day slip by without putting in the work. What you do today shapes your tomorrow. Think about this. If you commit to the smallest, most consistent actions every day, they will begin to build brick by brick until you look up and realize you've created something massive. Momentum is the key. Momentum is the monster that will carry you through the days when motivation has abandoned you, when you feel like quitting, when the grind becomes unbearable. It's momentum that will force you to keep pushing, keep striving, even when everything in you screams, "Stop." This is the truth that no one tells you. It's not about grand gestures. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't want to. There will be days when you will want to throw in the towel, when your body will beg for rest, when your mind will scream for comfort. But the question is, will you show up anyway? Will you refuse to let your excuses dictate your actions? Will you decide, in the face of your own resistance, to be stronger than your laziness, more powerful than your doubts? That is the test. And here's the deal. The test of your discipline, your success, your future, lies in whether you can show up when it hurts, when you don't feel like it, when every ounce of your being tells you to quit. Mastering consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about being relentless. It's about the quiet promise you make to yourself, a promise that you will show up again and again without fail. You commit, you act, and you repeat. It's in this repetition that you build power. It's in the actions, day after day, that you will become the version of yourself you always dreamed of. The power doesn't lie in the big, grandiose moments. It doesn't live in the sporadic bursts of motivation that you feel. The power is in the small actions, repeated consistently, relentlessly. It's in the decision to show up even when you don't feel like it, to keep moving even when everything inside you wants to stop. This is where the real strength is forged. Master consistency, and you will have mastered your future. Nothing will stand in your way. Number 8. Confront the fear of failure. Fear isn't just a feeling. It's a beast, a monster that lurks in the shadows of your mind, gnashing its teeth and whispering lies that hold you prisoner. It gets into your head, wraps itself around your thoughts, and paralyzes you before you even move. Fear doesn't just ask, "What if you fail?" It screams, "What if you lose everything?" It feeds off your hesitation, cripples your ambition, and holds you in a grip so tight you can barely breathe. But here's the gut-wrenching truth. Failure is not your enemy. It's your gateway. The thing you fear most? That's what will give you the power you crave. The fear isn't real. It's a shadow. It's an illusion designed to keep you from becoming who you were born to be. So stop hiding from it. Face it. Step into it. Marcus Aurelius wasn't just some philosopher babbling in a dusty old book. His words were war cries. He understood the primal truth. The things that try to stop you, they don't stop you. They're the weapons that carve your path. The impediment to action advances action, he said. That obstacle in front of you, it's not stopping you. It's the launch pad for your power. That fear, that sense of dread, it's the fuel for your transformation. You don't shrink from it. You embrace it. You walk straight into the storm and tear it apart. Failure is not your death sentence. It's the scalpel that cuts away your weaknesses, that uncovers your strength. Failure is the raw, brutal truth that slaps you awake. It's the crash that wakes you up when you've been sleepwalking through your life. It's the gift you've been too afraid to unwrap. But the real magic happens when you stop running from that fear. The truth is, you don't have to fear failure. The fear is just an invitation, a call to action. The successful don't flee from failure. They don't hide from the burn, from the pain, from the embarrassment. They bathe in it. They breathe it in, let it fill their lungs, and then they explode forward with an intensity you can't comprehend. They master the chaos of failure. They twist it, reshape it, use it to launch themselves higher than they ever thought possible. They understand that failure is the doorway to power, and the moment you stop fearing it, you unlock your true potential. Think about it. When you stop fearing failure, the world shifts beneath your feet. You stop questioning every step, every move. You stop worrying about what could go wrong and start focusing on the masterpiece you're building. Failure is just a chapter. It's not the end of your story. It's just the beginning. So stop hiding from the fire. Walk right into it. Let the fear consume you and watch what happens next. The second you stop running from what could go wrong is the second you become unstoppable. The second you stop holding back is the second you turn your life into a wild, unpredictable masterpiece. You've just heard the 8 principles, but don't get it twisted. Hearing them means nothing. Understanding them changes nothing. This isn't some casual tip or a motivational rant. This is a call to arms. The power, the strength, the tools, you already have them. But until you rise up and seize them, they're worthless. This isn't some game. This is your life, and it's demanding you stop existing in the shadows and step into the blinding light of your potential. You're not meant to be average. You're not meant to stay small, to stay comfortable, to stay safe. You were born for greatness, and if you're not fighting for it, you're dying for it. Don't just watch this. Live it. Embody it. This isn't a maybe tomorrow message. This is a now or never wake-up call, like this video. Drop a comment below. I am the architect of my destiny. Share this with someone who needs to feel the fire, someone who's sick of playing small, and subscribe, because your journey to unstoppable discipline starts right now. The clock is ticking, the world is waiting, and the only thing standing between you and legendary greatness is one word: action. It's time. Step into it.